Hello, it's Kirsty. I'm back again. Following on from yesterday, let me just stop a bit. Following on from yesterday, we were talking about ankle mobility. So how much your ankles can adapt to the terrain that you're walking, running on, working on. Can you point your toes up? Can you point your toes down? Can you rotate your ankles in both directions? Are they the same on both sides? And also the ability to tilt the foot. So can you tilt it out and can you tilt it in? And we talked about how yesterday one of the restrictions within the ankle mobility is actually the muscles on the leg. So today I've come on to show you how to a couple of stretches for your calves. And there are two main muscles that make up the calf group on the back of the lower leg, and I'm going to show you how to stretch them out. Now, stretching, you always need to be slightly warmed up. There's a lot of research saying that stretching before you do exercise is not that valid these days. It depends what type of stretching you're doing, but definitely post exercise, and in order to improve the range of movement, and that's what we call the ability for a joint to be able to move to its optimal amount, you need to have your muscles working optimally and functioning as best they can. So let's get going. Stretching, we are going to stretch. I've been out for a run this morning. I've been out with the dogs this morning already, so I am quite warmed up. If you're not, just have a little walk around. It's not the sort of thing to do the moment you jump out of bed, but if you've been on the go for a while, then it's really easy to do. I'm going to use a step outside. The stairs, if you've got stairs in your house, that's a really good place to do it because you've generally got banisters to hold on to keep you nice and balanced. So if you're new to this, take it easy, maybe just do it for 10 seconds, have a little rest and repeat it 2 or 3 times. If you are quite used to stretching, then obviously you can hold it for a little bit longer. If you want to develop the stretch, then you take the muscle into the point of tension, you feel that tension, and then you wait for that tension to ease, then you take the muscle a little bit further if you can. So let's get going. I'm going to drop you down here. Apologies while I climb off the floor. Hopefully you can see my step. Do you like my sexy pink trainers? They're so loud, I love them. So using the step, you're going to have the widest part of your foot on the edge of the step, and you can do this both feet at the same time. Just drop your heels off the step. You can see my legs are nice and straight, and my body weight is coming down through my legs into my heels, and I've also got gravity assisting me with that stretch. Breathe normally, relax, chill out. Oh, you're back. You disappeared. Then what you can do, if you want to make it a little bit deeper, feel it a little bit more, drop one leg. So all my body weight is now going through one leg and gravity. Change legs. You can drop your foot off. You can feel that stretch. Nice and tall. Alternatively, you can have both feet on, drop the feet off, drop the heels, get that stretching all the way down the back of here and into the Achilles, which goes down into the heel, and then just rise up onto your toes, come out of the stretch, drop back down again, come back up, and putting a little bit of movement into it actually makes it a bit more dynamic and a bit more realistic. Now the next thing you can do is go slightly bow-legged. So you've got your toes pointing in, and then you'll be targeting the muscles down the side of the leg as well. So I'm just going to go slightly toes in, and now I can feel that down the outside of my leg. You can do the same thing, come up onto your toes, drop back down again, come back up, drop back down. And then the last one that I'm going to do, because I want to target more the Achilles tendon where it comes down and into the heel. It runs around underneath the heel bone. So this section is obviously going to implicate restrictions in the ankle. So to do that, I'm going to bend my knee. By bending my knee, I take the big bulky calf muscle out of it. Now it's just affecting lower down. And again, I can come up, drop back down. Move my foot a little bit further back actually. There we go. Bend my knee, come back up. I'll do it on the other leg as well. That's a deeper stretch. That leg is always tighter on me. Come back up. That's the one I had the injury on last year. And you can play around with it, depending how much you want to stretch, which angles you want to stretch on. Just play around with where you place your feet, and it will affect different angles on those muscles. So key things to remember: if you're new to it, make sure you're warmed up before you do it to start with. Only hold it for about 10 seconds, then do a little bit of movement, go back into the stretch, repeat it 2 or 3 times. If you're more experienced with stretching, then you can make it more dynamic by rising up onto your tiptoes in between. You can go a little bit deeper, and you can hold it for a little bit longer. You could hold it for anything up to about 30 seconds. But the idea is that you put the muscle into its tension, into its contraction, and you feel that tension within the muscles. You're waiting for that to subside, then you can go again and deepen that stretch. So I hope that's been helpful. Building on what we talked about yesterday, the sun's come out. It's actually a really nice afternoon here in Cowfold this afternoon, which makes a change because we have had so much rain. This afternoon I am off to Maidenbower, just on the outskirts of Crawley. I've got palliative care massage to do this afternoon for a very poorly person, which is very sad, but I go along and I help them to feel better, even though they are struggling with their side effects of their treatments and the conditions that they're suffering from. So a little bit hands-on, power of touch, really important to this person. It helps them feel better, it calms all the systems down, it releases tension within their body, and they actually get a deeper sleep from it, which is all good. So that's what I'm off to do this afternoon. Got another dog walk to do and some social media to write. So have a fantastic afternoon. I'll come back and answer any comments that are on here later on, and thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.